Hello and welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's just your host, Captain Kibs, signing on today, and today we're going to be playing some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, I played this before for like a few minutes, and I think I nearly fell asleep because the rating is atrocious. So we're going to be starting with a brand new game on the default settings, which is what I assume or presume the developers attempted to, I don't know, balance the game around. Ubisoft is bad at making games. They've never particularly been good at making games, and this is a case in point. Hello, Nicholas, Quistroff, and Captain Doyomedes. There's low-tier waifu. Oh no, the low-tier waifu. The gameplay in this game is not fun. It's boring. Anything that prolongs or drags out the game longer than I want it to run is already bad. An AC game without assassins. Nowadays, when have they ever had assassins in them? Not even the first one. I'm kidding. The first one you actually played as a sort of assassin, even though the writing was pretty bleh. Think about it. Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood actually had some decent writing, like decent characters at one point. Why do you put yourself through this? Well, I don't know. I saw it and I was like, you know what? Why not? If I only play old good games and I never look at bad games, then how am I going to improve as a developer myself? I need to look at what is coming out now, and I need to actually see how games are working. And what is apparently popular in the mainstream side of things. Okay. So, just a reminder. Who are these characters? What is these people? Why do we care? Why do I care about anything? Currently, I don't give a flying monkey about anything or anyone. There's some guy with a beard. By the way, I've talked to my Scandinavian friends, and because they have probably a better grasp of their own history than Ubisoft does, it's embarrassing how inaccurate this game is when it comes to practically everything. This is the politicized version and butchered and appropriated Scandinavian history and culture. Ubisoft doing the bare minimum to profiteer off of everything. It's kind of funny. Game, you're quite quiet. Quit whispering. Good thing I have subtitles on. Alright, from that we can either assume that that is our father, or it's some maps Twitter person. Wow, dancing. I don't wanna. Why is every game with medieval theme making villagers look like homeless bums? I mean, when it came to what they wore clothing-wise back then, like, they didn't have very nice, fancy things, but they wouldn't, like, wear, like, scraps.
Give it here. I'll pass it on.
My father asked me, Sigurd.
Suit yourself. But you're not getting any mead.
This is, this writing is very boring. I don't care right now. Now let's see if they try to hook us. Problem is I already played this and they didn't try to hook us, but I'm giving it a second chance. I played the prologue and it was pretty special.
So, you have the ring? Good. This was worn by your
Now,
grandfather.
correct me if I'm wrong, but how often would women go into combat in the Viking era? Because when I talked to people who actually understood this period in time, like, notice how she's in casual attire, right? She's supposed to be. She's wearing chainmail. Like, what? Like, why? Why is she wearing that? Oh, this scene just drags. This is not how you... You don't introduce your player by forcing them to walk through one giant cutscene. Either do a derpy dumb cutscene and you just jump to the game, or you don't bother with the cutscene. This is not interesting. Okay, so we're presenting him this trinket.
May our clans be forever bonded in friendship and love.
Thank you, Eivor. Now and forever, I am pledged to you.
Wow.
Hearken well in Hall of Kings. On ocean steed, my words gain wing.
And before I get a copyright claim from just having this music.
Odin's mead I forth will bring. For noble deeds thine honors sing.
This advance is actually quite accurate right there. That's actually what I've heard as well. In most cases, women would only engage in combat, proper as an act of desperation, say haphazardly grabbing weapons from their fallen men to die fighting, rather than be abused, enslaved, and raped. Yeah. No, women, generally speaking, in this era did not fight, because the cultural standard's different. See, when I buy a game, and it's like, oh, it's set in the Greek era, oh, it's set in the Viking era, I expect it to be historically accurate. That means all of the nice things, all of the dirty things, all of the ugly, all of the bad. I want to see it all. I don't want to see some romanticized, raped, pilfered version of it. I want it to be accurate. I want to see how gritty it was. Because when I play games, I don't play them to see some half-assed fantasy, especially if it's historical, I should say. I don't want to see like fantastical like things. Also, their sentries are terrible because they're inside the camp and fighting within reach of the main hall. So, yikes. My camera's also locked to this position. Ugh. I'm a strong whammon character. Wow. Armor doesn't do anything in this universe. The cool-looking armored bad Viking dudes are getting absolutely slaughtered. See, the key is to not wear any armor. The key... Please! Viking women fought when men were raiding or protecting the camp. See, I could get behind the women actually defending the camp because the enemies are now inside their home. Means it's fight to the last drop of blood. Because their families are at stake. They've got to do everything they can to, you know, not lose this fight. It's all or nothing at this point. Even the children, like this little kid right here, going to try to help and fight. Like, that does kind of, like, echo to probably true. Like, it's everybody. The old, the young, the women, everybody's in. That spin. That's how you know it's an Assassin's Creed game.
Sigurd, take the horse. All right, wait here.
We're not gonna wait there as we run out the door. Okay, she got captured quick. Okay, everybody's captured now.
Accept your fate, die a coward here before your people, and I will spare the rest.
Fight, my love. Do not listen.
He's like, what should I do? Should I fight? Because, he's not gonna honor his word or something like that?
No, Baron. No, Aaron.
I'm gonna lay down my weapon. Prepare to cuck. Prepare. That was stupid. That was also stupid. That was also... Pew pew. Blunk. You make the game louder or quieter? Yourself quieter? I will endeavor to make the game louder. The game is actually suboptimal in terms of audio, which I think actually there's keys for that. Nope. Okay. Alright. I'll have to wait till after the cutscene. You'll have to wait. You'll have to be patient. Yeah, no, I already know the game's quiet. If I press start now, I'm pretty sure it'll skip the cutscene, which is not something I want to run the risk of. That dog looks so weird. That that animation. Oh, that was cheap looking. Holy crap! It's quiet. Good meme. We gotta remind ourselves that we're in the weird, stupid subplot. The Abstergo cringe thing.
What the hell is that? I'm seeing two different data streams overlapped in the same DNA. Not sure why.
Ugh, cringe.
Or pull me out. I can parse the streams with a filter. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Are we? I don't know what happened, but I can work around it. You'll have to pick a stream to keep things stable. There's a third option too. I can let the Animus modulate your identity.
The Animus, because we have to have our weird modern subplot. Let the Animus choose. What does that mean? It's just RNG? The stronger female or male memory stream depending on its current strength. That's stupid. I want to be a Viking, bro.
Lock it in and push ahead. So if
I'm
you
not gonna be no Mary Sue.
organized.
See, that's actually nothing wrong with that. Allowing player choice is always a good thing, regardless of historical accuracy in that regard.
How long have you been chasing me, Wolf-Kiss?
Because that's more of a choice. You can opt in or you can opt out.
18.
Harmless.
Do I now haunt your dreams? Do I warm your loins?
Getting a bit stiff. I'm gonna turn down the goofix a little bit. While it may run fine for me, my streaming capture program does not like this game. He's like, I don't like this game, Kib. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. Too many particle effects to stream to you guys at low, whatever you call it, latency.
Fighting for a glorious end.
That's why it's looking a little bit lower on the frame side of things. I should be able to pause now, actually. Right. Ah, crap. I don't think that... Yeah, we'll wait till this ends.
You will live your final days enthralled as a slave. Humiliated.
Mr. Personality says, get a better PC. I don't think I can, really.
Kill the rest of his crew. Make
Like, besides upgrading my video cards, like, I have, what, 64 gigs of RAM, running this on solid state, like, my processor's fucking amazing. I forget what it is, even.
Your weight in silver.
And I'm running 1080 Titans, like, there's not much more to upgrade to. I'm at the end of the technology tree at the moment. There's some new graphics cards, but I'm waiting for those to stabilize, and honestly, I can run this on max fine for myself. It's just you guys are experiencing the frame rate loss. For me, it's running at stable like 120 frames. For you, it's running at a variable between 36 to 43 frames per second.
Now what did I just tell you?
128 gig of RAM won't do shit. Okay, well, this is stupid. Some contrived escape scene. Now I can fix stuff. Alright, first thing we fix is not the terrible user interface Holy crap, this is terribly designed. Okay. Okay. Oh, so bad. So, all right, let's see. We'll just dump it down to regular old high. And let's see if there's any annoying effects on, like motion blur, which often runs up the field lower. No, that makes everything just look ugly, in my opinion. Yeah, no more useless junk. Well, we'll have to adjust the audio once we get back in game. Is that a cursor? Controller cursor? Yes. Now, you have the option to play with mouse and keyboard or controller, but, like, generally speaking, the mouse and keyboard in this game is bad. I could rebind the keys to make it better, but I don't care. So I'm just going to use a controller, which makes it easy enough to use. Bump bump. Inspired by historical events and characters. Yeah, we get it. It's a work of fiction. It says something about sexual genders and orientations. I didn't read it because I was scratching my chin. Good little bit of audio glitch there. A little bit rough around the edges. Now, let's go to that sound. I would like to believe that that will be fine, but we will have to adjust it based on what chat says. We're wounded, chat. Just virtue signaling. Nothing surprising.
My crew is in danger. I need to reach them.
My crew is in danger.
Better.
Health regeneration. Eating wild berries, mushrooms, and food from pots regenerates your health. Odin sight. Hold on the right analog stick to literally command the gods to obey my very whims. I do like the snow effects, though. That's quite nice. They put a disclaimer there since the first Assassin's Creed to say, don't bitch and play the game, I believe. Nah, I'm still gonna complain when something's dumb, though. Especially when you market a game a certain way. Doesn't matter. You either honor the thing you marketed for, or you don't. I can break doors instead. I'm a Chad lad. Oh. Man. Picking up that stuff. Why there is no a gender choice? Bad Ubisoft. Poor Greek boy. He's thinking he's funny, but he's being le cringe.
Feel better. Stronger.
So I automatically heal from that? Ah, crap. Wish the tooltips didn't appear on the right-hand side of the screen. That's kind of where my overlay stuff is, because I can't quite see it. Oh well. You can only see contextual-based information like that.
Save that for later.
Okay. Ration stocked. Enough food was collected to create a ration. Mmm. Wow. Breaking Beoxes. Breaking Beoxes and stealing shit. I'm already a Viking. A Viking. As the actual Scandinavians call it. Vikings. because they can't pronounce the V. Vikings. Vehicles. It's kind of beautiful. Look at that. My country, Eivor, is a female name. Well, Fafnir, that's good to know. That's good to know. I assume you live in a Scandinavian country, because that is what I would assume is a Scandinavian name. We must climb the rakes. I mean, those look too slippery to climb, so I don't really... blame my character for not climbing them. You say A and climb, as if it actually will... Oh, it does. Just have to be a little finicky. Honestly, this game doesn't actually look half bad. A little bit stylized. I like the snow. The snow is nice. It's not quite how you run through snow. If anybody actually, you know, lives in snow-covered regions or experiences winter, you do not do this unless you're an idiot, because you pick up your feet when you move. You don't skid it across the ground like that, because what that's going to do is that's going to exhaust the ever-living shit out of you, as all that snow is now dragging you down. So that's stupid. You lift up your feet. Now it's kind of a cute thing for like, oh, look at their snow graphics. But, like, it's purely the guy just running like an idiot for the sake of running like an idiot, so you can see the snow. Did you turn the assassinations on? You have to turn those on, and how do you do that? Because that's an option you have to turn on. Why would you have to... It's an Assassin's Creed game, and you don't even have the assassins on by default. The incompetence is beautiful. Okay, I would assume that it would be under gameplay. Screen shake off. Cancer. Assassination sequence on. Disables interior assassination videos. What? Blood effects on. Dismemberment on. Nudity on. Who's nudity? Such as topless female characters. Blah blah blah. Viking difficulty. Aim assist. Partial. I'm using controller, so I'm gonna have it on partial so I don't kill myself. Guaranteed assassination. What? Stealth difficulty. What's off mean? Enable or disable the ability to assassinate all enemies in one shot. Is that the one you're talking about, Fairman? Please note that by choosing this option, you are not playing the game as it was intended to be experienced. Choosing it on or off? You should define game. I would assume on is the way what you mean to say, but define if it is on or off is what's intended. That one, okay. Well, I'll turn it on, because it's stupid for you to not have assassinations in an Assassin's Creed game. Like, what? Like, excuse me? Actually, I learned more about, quote-unquote, Vikings. So the thing is, you go on a Viking. There aren't actual Vikings. Like, Viking is like a thing. It's like basically raiding. I have to go this way, I assume. 260 meters this way, according to my magic compass. I assume it's like a tree or something. Ah, massive open world games. Massive, open, and empty. As they always are. Oh... open world games always trick people into thinking they're much greater than they really are. People are like, oh, I don't want my linear game. Even though most of the games they like are actually linear. And the open world games are the games that often aren't as well loved or received. It's always funny. Oh, I gotta climb the rank. New territory discovered. Rankland. There's a thing in game design that you learn. if you're making certain games. I remember when I took game design class, don't make rooms that don't serve a purpose, because what does that do? It's a waste of memory and everything else. That was a long time ago. It's a pretty true thing. Can I not go in the water? It'd be funny though, because I'll freeze to death. Okay, well, it seems I can't kill myself. Oh, good. Okay, good. I'm actually taking frost damage. As I should. Because that would be frigid. You have assassinations, but you are... if you are lower level, you don't kill in one shot. What? Oh god, that's right. This is a cringy RPG now. God dang. I forgot Assassin's Creed games aren't actually about assassins anymore. They're just shitty RPGs with half-baked RPG mechanics. God dang, these games are terrible. I forgot about Odyssey and how bad that game is. Oh, it is remarkably awful. Such a stale, casualized, dumbed-down game for morons. Joey Pepperoni says, "Is anyone here?" Yes, there are people here. You are just the only person on the Twitch side of things. There's about 43 other individuals on the YouTube side of things. We just recently started our multi-streaming, so I can see you, and I will read out stuff I see on Twitch. Because I won't leave anybody behind. That would be cruel, that would be mean, there would be no need to do that. Still also makes stealth runs not really viable if you can't take out everyone in a camp without getting into combat. But yeah, it is stupid. Can I jump in the... I have to jump in the water. That's how I survive, mate. Anything at the bottom of the water? Probably not. This water pit here exists for me to land in it. At least they got more creative with the whole, silly little haystacks. I didn't choose the lady because she didn't look good. She looked kind of ugly. And this guy looks ugly too, but he's got a beard. You need to crouch. You have to tap it. Don't hold it. Lock on target. Right trigger to attack. Okay. Where do we go, game? Where's the target, game? Running, 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 hooray. YouTube frame rate seem bad? Might be the encoder. I could switch out the encoder, that might help fix it. That might help fix it. You know what I'll do? I'll switch the encoder. We'll see if that helps. Sometimes some new games have some weird problems where things just don't quite work. I'm also gonna check things real quick in the settings, field of view. Make sure there's nothing too silly that might affect the overall quality or appearance of it. And I don't think so. Oh my gosh, motion blur just keeps resetting itself. Please stop doing that. Terrible. Terrible. Alright. Hold on, chat. Let's see. Let's see if that fixes it. I didn't switch the encoder yet. I'm gonna see if that fixes anything. Not really. Oop. Oh boy. The map looks... I wonder where we are. I think we're in Norway, actually. If I had to guess. Guess. Maybe Bubbles Town is here. Bubbles lives in a fjord. His ancestors were Vikings. He was a Viking monkey. Let's see. Can't help but get the feeling the game is just constantly blurry. Like, just looks blurry. And I wonder why that is. Alright. 1 second. I'm going to switch the encoder. And when I do that, I have to... Oh, can I do that here? I don't think I can. Oh, what are we using even? Set to NVENC. I hope when I restart the stream that it just reconnects like a good little thing. Uh-oh. Doodle has donated $10. Says, so you're going to refund, right? Well, depends on if it lets me. Maybe. If not, if I run out of time, then, well, then I'm stuck with my decision. And then you can all press F for me and feel bad. And I can get sympathy points. Sympathy points are good, chat. Right? Wouldn't you agree? I like sympathy. Tell Bubs, and thank you for the $10 reduce. Tell Bubs and Arch, they are descendants of Viking slaves, not pure Vikings. Vikings. Probably Arch. Bubbles probably not so much. He's too ranky. He's probably a legit Viking. That's right. Or Avenger. See, when you do YouTube, you play bad games because it's good to comment on them. It's good to see bad games, especially when you want to do game development yourself. You should play good and bad games if you want to make games. If you don't, you can skip the bad games. Just something about the game's a little bit hunky-dory. I wonder. Are you serious? Are you telling me that... No, I don't think so. No, frame rate dropped a little bit. Quite a bit. Oh yeah, we need to offload it onto the CPU. Duh, what am I thinking?